Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television, coming to you live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. 16 more students have been found in Borno, bringing total number of those who escaped to 30. FCT Minister orders reconstruction of the park in Abuja. Christians worldwide mark Good Friday. And captain of the sunken South Korean ferry arrested, charged with negligence. Now, a quick reminder to you that all our top stories are on our website, ChannelsTV.com, and on YouTube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, please visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. And do interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. So if you have pictures or videos to share with us, tap on the app on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and then follow the instructions to share your reports, pictures and videos. Now, residents of Abuja, the nation's capital, and Lagos, the commercial nerve center, have started traveling to celebrate Easter with their loved ones. Residents who want to spend the holidays outside the cities crowded motor parks and airports very early this morning. While some passengers complain about the hike in bus fares, others prefer to travel by air.
This is Utako Motor Park in Abuja, the nation's capital, where most of the transport companies are housed, and it has come alive again as another festivity is here. There is nothing to suggest a security threat here, as motorists find their way to other parts of the country to celebrate with loved ones.
We slightly increased the money by 20-30% because of to meet up with the challenges, with the demand. You know, most of our buses came empty from the east, so we have to add a little price so that you can cushion the expenses made.
Oh, I've noted enough buses today, about 120 vehicles this morning for here, going to Lagos, going to Port, going to Ibadan, all over.
But the situation in Lagos is different. There is security consciousness in and around major parks in the city. Buses are in short supply, and the heavy downpour leaves commuters with few options.
It's too expensive. Normally it's 1.5, so they now double the money. It's not supposed to be so. At least 2,000 naira, we'll enter it. But because we don't have choice, I see we've been beaten by the rain, so and we have to go.
The situation is hopeless. I even there are even buses. Some people still have managed 3,000 and go, but you don't even see the buses.
After 1 hour, they say 3,000 Akure, Ondo 2,005. So we refuse. There is no even buses. So every one of us refused to enter 3,000 bus.
Activities are in full swing at the local wing of the airport in Lagos.
I'm going home for my time off, and I intend to spend the holiday with my family. They are expecting me as I speak.
My choice for transportation is just basically because of the need of its convenience. We know how deplorable our state of roads are. Air is the only available means of convenience and ease, and some high sense of reliability when you're traveling in Nigeria.
Outside the motor parks and the airport, the relatively empty roads confirm that residents are observing the public holiday.
Well, delegates at the National Conference are contemplating the possibility of extending the conference beyond the fixed 3-month period. This issue came up while the delegates were considering the work plan for the rest of the conference and the time committees will have to complete their work.
I think that will be resolved as we go along. It is not possible to sit here and resolve everything. I think that some of the committees will work faster than the others, depending on the enormity of work of each committee.
The plan for the committee, it doesn't look enough. everybody is not very positive about that timing.
Let us hope that we'll be able to keep the main. If we can keep the main and remove the fat and everything that is not necessary, that time will still be enough to do the issues that are really important and Nigerians are looking up to.
All right, to politics now. The All Progressive Congress may not be having the best of times, considering the manner its Congress has turned out in some parts of the country. In states like Kaduna, Edo, Lagos and Rivers, members are largely divided on the transparency of the process. Tonight, our political correspondent Sheung Okimbaloye takes us through the Congress, its aftermath and what lies ahead in the coming days.
When the merger of the parties which now form the APC was approved by INEC last year, little did anyone know the race to stabilize the now main opposition party will be this storming. The merger may be the birth stage. The test period for the party started with the registration of members. That appears to be well weathered. The litmus test seems to be in building the real structure of the party. First, it was the World Congress conducted across the country. In some areas, it was peaceful, and in some others, it came with several controversies. By the second weekend, when it was time for the local council congress, some consultation seems to have taken place. Consensus was the order of the day.
We intended to go on primaries, but the three other parties insisted we should have a consensus. After a lot of pressure on the former ACN, we don't have any option that will agree with them.
But in some other places where consensus couldn't be reached, disagreements over the process led to injuries and blood spilling. In Kaduna State, even the INEC official on ground for the exercise after taking to her heels returned with fears written all over her. She came to find out that our car was badly vandalized. Our displeasure over the violence is as ugly as the conduct of the process.
It's very rowdy. It's very, very unorganized. From my own point of view, the election did not take place.
But the party believes the development is not strange considering the enormity of the wards across the country.
Don't forget, we're talking about 8,000 wards. This is a huge enterprise. So if you have disagreements in 5, 6 out of 50 or 10 out of 1,000, it should be expected. It's normal. And that is why we also do have the appeal committees that will listen to appeals arising from ward and local government congresses with a view to making sure that justice is done.
Beyond the conduct of the congresses, some members are aggrieved and their feelings are that the process may have been intentionally manipulated by leaders of the party.
Party election of today that did not emanate legally from the election of last week is illegal. Is an aberration.
Despite the fact that we are giving a certificate of return or results as to show that clearly our group won 7 wards, they went to government house and changed virtually everything.
Their misgivings, the party spokesperson believes the party will take care of.
Guideline was published everywhere. How can you come and tell me now that somebody has manipulated? How was it manipulated? Any candidate, any faction that loses out would come and make his own complaints and will paint pictures in his own to favor him.
Beyond the congresses, it might be the early days for the party as it strives to build its structures. More challenges may just be around the corner as more decision on the topmost hierarchy of the party will be decided, and ultimately the party's flag bearers for the 2015 general elections. One state everyone will be looking forward to is Lagos State, and who emerges as the successor of this man, Governor Babatunde Fashola. At the forum called the party's family meeting in Lagos, a meeting close to the media, the party's leader Bola Tinubu announced that the party's governorship candidate will be zoned to Lagos East Senatorial District. From that revelation, some likely contenders from that senatorial district are Senator Gbenga Ashafa, Obafemi Hamzat, a serving commissioner for works in Lagos, the Speaker of the Lagos House, Adeyemi Ikuforiji, and the member of House of Representatives, Abike Dabiri Erewa. How the party goes about this business without violence and bloodletting is what most Nigerians will be watching with keen interest. Sheung Okimbaloye reporting for Channels Television News.
Well, let's take another look at the Easter holiday. And as residents of Lagos make the best of the holiday, one thing that the governor, Babatunde Fashola, expects from them is to be security conscious. Governor Fashola made this appeal at the formal handover of a network of roads recently completed in Etiosa local government area.
Accompanied by some members of his cabinet and officials from the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, Governor Babatunde Fashola inspected state projects around the Etiosa local government area, including the Lekki Phase 2 housing projects going on in Lekki Peninsula and Shangotedo. He was conducted around the structures by the General Manager of the New Towns Development Authority, Mr. Adeyemi Isiba, and the project contractors.
You see at the entrance, we awarded the road, the connection to the express road to evaluate the gated community.
After the inspection, the governor and his entourage traveled to Langbasa to commission completed roads in the area.
I unveiled this plaque to commemorate the official handing over of the construction of the Ado-Kekere, Langbasa and Kajola roads and the dualization of the Ajabadore road in Etiosa local government area of Lagos. Today is 17th day of April 2014.
Governor Fashola said the move is in fulfillment of his electoral promise to build more inner city roads to facilitate development in rural areas.
We are opening up not only by road, but also by water. The jetty is virtually completed, and very soon we will start extensive ferry service from Badore to Ikorodu here. But how long this road lasts you is now a matter of your own choice. You can dig it up, but we know that we have done it. Everybody who is traveling, be vigilant. If you get to a park, look at the person who is sitting next to you. We have to be aware now. We can't pretend anymore. Everybody must be. If you see any bag, somebody drops a bag, call him to come and carry his bag.
The state government believes that the network of roads that consist of Langbasa, Ado-Kekere, and Ajabadore will connect communities and make transportation easier, as well as complement development on the Lekki-Epe Expressway.
All right, to education now. And 10 Nigerian universities are to get $70 million as financial support from the International Development Association funding. Now, this is part of the money approved by the Board of Directors of the World Bank to build and nurture specialized world-class higher education institutions on the continent. According to the bank, the centers will receive funding for advanced specialized studies in science and technology, engineering, mathematics and disciplines, as well as agriculture and health. The beneficiaries are the Federal University of Agriculture, Bayero University Kano, Benue State University and Redeemers University Moe. Others include Amaluk Bello University Zaria, University of Jos, University of Bini, African University of Science and Technology Abuja, University of Port Harcourt and the Obafemi Awolowo University Ile-Ife. Now, when the news at 10 returns, Edo State government gives relief material to victims of Azala community following rainstorm. Do join us again.